Hello everyone, welcome to today's edition of Daily Immigration News on Immigration and Jobs Talk Show. I'm your host Napasa, here to bring you the latest updates from the world of immigration and international workforce developments. Let's dive straight into today's top headlines. USCIS reaches cap for additional H2B visas for early fiscal year 2025. India still excluded. UK's new eVisa system faces early challenges for foreign nationals and refugees. Schools brace for immigration raids under Trump plans. Visa changes to ease pressure on dairy farmers amid workforce shortages. Trump's bold promises, immigration crackdowns, trade wars, and cultural shifts. Canada updates CMA. Unemployment rates for LMIA eligibility. Dutton pushes for mandatory Australia Day ceremonies. Stay tuned, folks, as we unpack these stories in detail, bringing you essential updates that matter to you. First up, we have USCIS reaches cap for additional H2B visas for early fiscal year 2025. India still excluded. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, announced that the cap of 20,716 additional H2B visas for returning workers in the first half of fiscal year 2025 has been reached. These visas with start dates on or before March 31st, 2025 fall under the supplemental cap rule. Indian nationals remain excluded from H2B visa eligibility due to concerns over visa abuse, overstays, and compliance issues. The visa is designed for temporary, non-agricultural roles like hospitality and construction, distinct from the skilled worker-focused H1B visa. USCIS is still accepting petitions for 20,000 visas set aside for certain nationals with updated Form I-129 requirements effective January 17, 2025. Employers can file under specific country allocations or for workers exempt from the cap. Second, we have UK's new eVisa system faces early challenges for foreign nationals and refugees. The UK's digital immigration system, launched on January 1st, 2025, is already causing problems for foreign nationals and refugees. Travelers from countries like Germany and Malawi have reported issues proving their eVisa status at airports, leading to delays and denied boarding. Refugees are also struggling to access essential services as delays in linking passports to eVisa accounts leave them unable to secure housing or benefits. Chisomo Kalinga, a UK-based academic, described a stressful ordeal trying to prove her status at a Malawi airport due to slow internet and staff unfamiliarity with the system. The rollout has sparked criticism with concerns over its impact on vulnerable groups. Third, we have schools brace for immigration raids under Trump plans. Schools nationwide are preparing for potential immigration enforcement as President-elect Trump pushes mass deportations. Educators are training staff on privacy rights and addressing fears impacting undocumented students, including absenteeism and academic setbacks. Federal laws protect student privacy, barring schools from sharing immigration status without legal grounds. While Republican states like Florida may align with Trump, sanctuary states like California vow to resist. Amid growing anxiety, groups like the American Federation of Teachers are updating resources to support immigrant families. School leaders emphasize trust and focus on providing services despite federal politics. Next up, we have visa changes to ease pressure on dairy farmers amid workforce shortages. New migrant visa rules effective March 2025 are set to relieve dairy farmers struggling with staff shortages, says Federal Farmers Richard McIntyre. The changes include extending visas for ANZSCO Level 4 and 5 roles to 3 years, reducing work experience requirements from 3 to 2 years, and removing the 21-day waiting period for visa processing. Farmers will also no longer need to pay entry-level workers the median wage of $31.61 per hour, a move hailed as a cost-saving measure. McIntyre noted that these reforms, while not a complete solution, will significantly reduce stress for farmers, boost efficiency, and address gaps in farming workforce. Next up, we have Trump's bold promises, immigration crackdowns, trade wars, and cultural shifts. President-elect Donald Trump has outlined sweeping changes for his return to the White House on January 20th, including the largest deportation operation in U.S. history and ending birthright citizenship. Tough constitutional and legal hurdles loom. He has also pledged a 25% tariff on Mexican and Canadian goods, as well as additional tariffs on Chinese imports, sparking fears of trade wars. On climate, Trump plans to expand offshore drilling and roll back key green policies. Cultural and social shifts are also on his agenda, with promises to curtail transgender rights, critical race theory in schools, and potentially pardon January 6 riot participants. Internationally, Trump aims for swift action in conflicts involving Israel and Ukraine, though details remain scarce. Next, we have Canada updates CMA, unemployment rates for LMIA eligibility. Effective January 10, 2025, Canada has updated the unemployment rates for Census Metropolitan Areas, CMA, on the temporary foreign worker program, that is TFWP website. This update significantly impacts labor market impact assessment, that is LMIA, applications under the low wage stream. Since September 26, 2024, LMIA applications are not processed if the CMA unemployment rate is 6% or higher and the wage offered is below the provincial or territorial threshold. The latest update reveals 7 CMAs with unemployment rates now below 6%, unlocking new opportunities for employers to hire foreign workers through the TFWP. Next, we have Dutton pushes for mandatory Australia Day ceremonies. Peter Dutton has urged Prime Minister Anthony Albanese to mandate citizenship ceremonies on 26th of January, accusing him of catering to inner-city Green voters by loosening rules. The Albanese government allows councils to hold ceremonies within 3 days of Australia Day, reversing a coalition policy that required ceremonies, specifically on January 26. Dutton argued the decision should be federally enforced to uphold national pride. And that wraps up today's episode of Daily Immigration News on Immigration and Jobs Talk Show. I hope you found the updates insightful and helpful. Remember, whether you are navigating visa changes, workforce updates, or immigration policies, we are here to keep you informed. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more updates and expert insights. Thank you for joining us today. See you next time.